Like after we get done here, today I want to figure out how to get the chat bot working again so
Yeah,
that it,
there's a chat bot.
it's or the chat widget
There's a
so
chat.
that yeah, there's a chat widget that combines all of the chats together
Yeah. On the thing.
on Streamlabs.
Yeah. Hazel, what's the matter? This is Snuggleball. Look at your screen. Snuggleball. She's
Sorry, is that a cat? Oh yeah, I see it. Okay, cool, cool. Yeah,
she is snuggly.
I love cats. I don't care. I don't care what they
You
look
love
like.
all
They're
kinds
so
of
cute.
cats.
Huh?
You love all kinds of cats.
Yes.
You just want to hug them all.
Yeah, except for the ones that are naked. I don't like those ones.
Oh, have you been around them?
No. I think they look weird. They look like
Of
cats
course
that
they look
except
weird.
for they also look like ball
Like
sacks.
cats that have been shaved.
They just remind me of ball sacks. That's what they look like. They're just
Hmm. Ball sack cats.
hmm
I mean, is that their unofficial name? Have you
not in my head that is.
ball sack cats?
Yeah. I
Today we're
mean I think they're
talking
called
about
like Sphinx cats,
ADHD,
but they really
autism,
just look like nut sacks. That's
mental health
disgusting.
care, and ball sack cats.
Hmm
If you want to talk about ball sack cats with us or other oddly shaped animals, let us know in the chat or request to come live.
Again, we're helping people out and we're changing lives. We're making great strides in the world over here by talking about our
And
topics here.
um, cats. No, I eventually became more of a dog person,
Yeah.
but yeah, cats are still cool by me though.
And see, we've had dogs before and they're whatever, they're fine. But like, I love cats. I
You're
would have
more
20 of them if it wouldn't cause a divorce in my house.
will cause a divorce in any
Yeah.
house.
I just need to have
If
somebody
you
that I need to have enough
access,
money that I can hire somebody to clean up after them. That's the only
oh,
problem.
yeah, that's a lot of money. Lovely Kate with hearts, even. That's so cute. Are you really lovely, Kate? Come on live and show us.
I need to get a hold of I really want to pull Justin in. He's just had a lot going on, but like he has done like actual shows like this. So he is real knowledgeable on like flow
Wait,
and how to keep them
that's
going.
Justin or Jacob?
Huh,
That's Justin or Jacob.
Justin.
Oh, I don't think I know him.
He's the one that I have told you about a few times that like knows about streaming and setup and configuration and all that kind of shit.
Is he the one that
But
helped you set up your Mac?
um, yeah, he's the one that kind of stepped in when the other guy started talking about his dick all the time.
Mm,
Yeah,
that's always. Well, I wouldn't know because I don't think I've ever had an experience where someone's just started talking about their dick all the time.
yeah, that's because you're a guy. Like
Mm.
every girl in the world can identify with that.
Machiavelli.
So, but he like
Hello.
him and I had talked a lot about like how a show like this flows, like that you always have like a bunch of topics like in your pocket to talk about for when you run out of shit to
Good
talk
morning.
about.
Yeah.
And then like Alexa,
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 play Mountain Song by
cancel.
Jane's Addiction. Is it doing it? Did it do it? Did your Alexa hear me? I'm not hearing it. I don't hear anything in the background. I don't even hear an Alexa responding to you. I don't hear anything in the background. I don't even hear an Alexa responding to you. And now I hear like a crazy. And now I hear like not you talking. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. I only hear an echo. Echo and not. Hello? Hello? I'm gonna get. Let's. I'm gonna. Something's went wrong. I think. Let's restart. There's only 4 of us. I can't hear you. I don't know what happened. Your sound stopped working. Let's restart. I'm gonna restart and see if that fixes my audio. I'm gonna get out of the room. I'll come back to the room and see if that fixes it. Okay. Can you hear me? Oh.
Okay, I wonder if anybody else can hear me. Is there anybody else in here? Oh, well, that's weird. Okay, you can hear. So I wonder. Okay, I don't know what that was then. Well, you want to come back up then? Yeah.
Yo.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there.
Mm. I don't know.
I don't know either. So
San Antonio homie, Mr. White.
yeah. There's like static that I can hear somewhere in the speaker. Sorry.
I don't hear any static today. But I hear that maybe I'm in a room that has static going.
Okay. Well, so anyway, so this guy, he started professional gaming when he was in high school and
Yeah.
like was good enough at it that he paid his way through college and bought himself a house with his money kind of thing.
Yeah.
Um, but then like his mom got sick and he quit. He still does it for a living. He's still a professional gamer, but he like had a radio show where he was like a radio announcer for professional gaming.
Podcaster.
So, huh?
Podcaster about gaming.
Yeah.
Deluxe
So,
420.
huh?
Deluxe 420.
Yeah. So anyway, he was telling me about like how these kinds of shows are arranged to make them flow well, but I just need to talk to him again to kind of like now that we've done it more, I think I'll understand more what he was talking about. But his mom's like just a bitch, and so he has trouble getting time away right now.
Oh, because she's sick and needy and all that.
So here's the thing. She's paralyzed from the neck down.
Yeah.
For like 8 years, right? But she'll need nothing from him. But she's just bored, and he'll try to be like talking to me, and she will sit there and scream his name over and over and over, and like not even with any time between. Justin for 3 hours if she has to until he comes and just sits with her and does nothing. So it's just hard for him. So, but hopefully at some point soon he'll have some time and maybe he can help. I feel bad for the guy.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know what you do in that situation. If that were me, I'd put her in a fucking home. There's no way I could deal with that. I'd lose my fucking mind. I'd end up in jail.
Uh, yeah, like I have a mother-in-law, and like my mom doesn't really talk all that much. She's pretty quiet. Like the mother-in-law will call and monopolize time for hours and hours on end. Not me anymore, though. That's been cured. I'm pretty relieved about that because I don't enjoy talking with people when they have like a just non sequitur answers to things or just they just live in like non reality. Like their beliefs don't comport with the physical world, right? Like they live on the way that it should be instead of the way that it is. You follow?
Uh, like how so? Like for example.
Um, so like the mother-in-law had a little inheritance and she needed help managing it,
Hmm.
right? And so she asked me to help and I'm like, okay, I don't have a lot of time, but I'll do it. And then I research it and I find like an asset lawyer that would set everything up and do everything for her and she wouldn't have to worry about any of it. And then she's like, but did you listen to what that realtor that I talked to from Washington, D.C. said? Did you call her and find out about her plan and evaluate it? And I was like, no, because like I found a professional that does that for a living, and you want me to listen to somebody who said things you wanted to hear who doesn't do that. They sell houses. So if you know what I mean,
Yeah.
it was just annoying for me because I spent, well, basically because I was working 90 hours a week and I spent 6 fucking hours doing research and it was ignored. And yeah, but like,
Really? Oh, okay. So like people who ignore experts because they heard something they liked.
yeah,
That's
like
how
they
my
use
mom.
their emotional states to make decisions rather than
Right. So like I know I've noticed a number of TikTok accounts that have taglines that are something like facts over feelings because of annoying people that use feelings over facts.
well, yeah, I don't necessarily trust those people either, but because a lot of times they seem to be also confusing the fuck your feelings thing, because that's not quite the same thing. You know, fuck your feelings. Whereas what I'm talking about is I don't want to fucking, you know, I just don't want to fucking deal with people that don't, you know, do things in a smart way. Like I don't want to, I don't have the patience for it anymore. Like I'm sick of just people that I have to, I don't know. I'm sick of people that don't use their fucking heads, and
Yeah.
you know, they're like, I got a feeling. And it's like, well, great. What are the chances that that feeling will work out, right? What is the realistic chance that you're gonna find whatever it is you're looking for, or I don't know. She also lived in the past because she was relying on her looks, and her looks went,
Mm.
which is like not a good thing for people to do.
Hey, give me just a second. I'm gonna run to my kitchen, Don't don't go away. I'll be less than like a minute, okay?
Me not go away?
Yes, because you like hung up yesterday when I was only gonna be gone for 1 minute.
Oh, I'll try to tough it out.
Okay. I started to go grab a snack.
Whoa, that is awesome. I love your flugelhorn, Chuck. I won't know if you've seen this for like 9 seconds, but yeah. I'm making coffee in case you don't know. Machiavelli, joining in. I can't pronounce that name. Machiavelli. I always love it when people tappity tap. It helps mentally. Or it helps carry out someone. I think it actually does anything. Sounds like she's tuning up her instruments to play the theme song to I don't know, I'm pretty tired this morning. I don't know how well I slept. Yeah. I appreciate you asking. How was your night, Machiavelli? Or are you in the night? Are you in the afternoon there?
Look who I found.
I didn't really think I went through all that much stress yesterday.
Looky.
Oh, you got a cat.
I found Pablo.
That's good.
My little sweet Bobby boy. My little sweet Bobby boy. He's my little favorite little man.
I had a really good day after I got off. My buddy brought me over a stuffed green pepper, which is delicious.
Isn't he cute, Mark Valley? He's so sweet.
I mean, he's cute. He's a cat. He's a cute kitty. Indigo Star 123. That's a cool name.
Well, this guy is particularly cute because he is like infinitely patient with my bullshit. Like I can do whatever, and he is just like,
Not going to bite you.
yes.
I got somebody that's infinitely patient with my bullshit. But
Yeah?
her name's Hazel. There she is. There's Hazel. Hazel, you're a star now. You gonna say hi to all your peeps? Hi, peeps. I'm Hazelbug. There's the phone, Hazel.
Well, what I was actually doing was going to get an ice cream sandwich. Have you had these ice cream sandwiches?
Yeah.
The ones, the chocolate cookie ones?
I don't think I've had the chocolate cookie one. I've had Fat Boys before. I think I've had the cookies and cream ones. And I know I've had just the regular one.
These ones have cookies and cream with, they're like chocolate cookies.
Caramel.
Yeah.
There's some
They are chocolate fudge cookies with cookies and cream, ice cream, and caramel swirl in them.
Well, I'd probably. Oh.
They are like the best food on the face of the fucking earth, and they sell them at Sam's.
You.
And they're really good for breakfast.
You know what I eat for breakfast?
Coffee.
Coffee.
Yeah, I usually have Diet Coke and ice cream.
I gnaw off a part of my body and eat it, and it regrows the next day, and I drink coffee. Yeah, it's called. I got special coffee with like a regenerative power, so I can regenerate lost limbs every day. Yeah, like a lizard, right? Ashley Forgon.
So good.
Yeah. How many of those will you eat? Just one?
At the time,
Yeah,
yeah, they're big. Look how huge that is.
they do look big.
Well, and keep in mind, I had weight loss surgery, so I only
Oh,
have like a fourth of a stomach.
that's that explains why you're so thin.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I used to be 300 pounds.
I used to be 300 pounds. I used to be 350. Actually, I think I was up to like, I think at the highest, I was like maybe 375. It was when I stopped delivering pizza and got a job sitting on my ass and eating snacks.
Mm,
And I quit smoking at the same time, which made everything happen. Oh, the haiku. That's a great name. Which made everything happen at once. So I was like when I quit, it was right when I quit drinking. So
mm,
like I went and I got a job. I quit smoking and drinking and got a job where I sat around eating snacks. And then I gained like 150 pounds because I was like,
mm. Because
well,
you
I think I was
couldn't.
down to like 225
Yeah.
when I was drinking at the end. And then I ballooned up to like 375 because I quit smoking and drinking, and only thing I had was eating. So,
Yeah, that makes sense.
Billy Jilly, that's an interesting nickname.
Mm, I don't know, but I fucking love these things. They are amazing.
Yeah,
Well, and it's funny because before I had weight loss surgery,
yeah,
and before maybe the last like 5 years,
yeah.
I wouldn't really give a shit about sweet stuff. I didn't eat candy or ice cream or that kind of shit at all. Now I could just live off of it and eat nothing but that.
Right on.
Yeah.
Tim Sears, I'm sorry that your stores have all closed.
Hmm?
Tim Sears, I was sorry that his stores all closed. Alamo, I'm sorry you guys lost. Mia, I don't have a joke for your name. Yep.
They were probably gone before they said that.
Yeah, everyone's just flipping through. We should start over and get back on the thing.
Yeah, I can.
Yep.
Hi, Nana.
We should, because it's not happening. Hi from Louisiana. Nana,
Okay.
you want to talk to us?
Well, why don't we pull this down? Take a 5 minute break because we're halfway through the showtime anyway. Oh, unless we're gonna go 4 hours, but still.
Well, take 5, or just go restart and come back, and we'll
That'll
see.
give me time to like go to the bathroom
Just
anyway and finish eating this.
come on back. We're gonna restart and uh, go live in just
Yeah.
a minute.
Yep, we're gonna take a quick break.
Oh,
Because you know the numbers start to go up as soon as you
Donna,
say
if
that.
you've got a lot going on and you want to talk about it, why don't you come back after the break? And oh man, that doesn't sound good. Well, Fave and Mary showed up, so we're starting to get
Oh, thank you
some.
for the heartbeat. Thank you, thank you.
Do you want to come up and chat with us and talk about it? You don't have to be on video. You could just be on audio, assuming. Let's see. You may have enough to get on just audio for having enough followers, if that's what you're referring to. As for having no friends, I have like one friend, and it's Carrie. So, you can have my friend. I'm sure that she would be nice to you, or pretend to be.
Yeah.
Tends to be nice to me to keep me doing this show. Hey, Fairy Maven, how's it going?
Nana, you want to come up and talk to us? You want to come up in the guest box?
You want to come up in the guest box and talk about it? It's more difficult for us to have the conversations over the chat because there's a 9-second delay between us talking and you responding and us being able to see your response. So it makes the conversations kind of slow.
Okay. I'll give you a few minutes.
Yep, that's fine. We'll be here. So is Fairy Maven still around?
She usually just goes through and gives a few gifts and leaves.
That's a very Fairy Maven thing to do. So I think she comes to my lives too. So
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah, I think she just does that time. Most everybody's.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Oh.
Well, that's all right, Nana. But it sounds to me like you're reaching out to try to find some connections, and we just happen to do a lot of talk about relationships and mental health. And we want you here. So if you want to come talk to us, let me know, and I'll bring you up into the guest box, and we'll talk to you.
Or we'll just continue to talk in the chat. It's just it just makes it go a lot slower, but we're fine because I think she's the only one here.
Yeah. So what's going on with you?
Me personally?
No.
Or parents?
No, Nana.
Nana? Oh, she was saying.
Or is that what we should call you, or is that your
45. She's
actual
been
name?
married 26 years and divorced.
Oh.
And she meets this guy.
Oh.
And she turns on abused and mental drugs.
Oh, I see. I understand.
And yeah, you can. So this is you were married, and this is a different person who's you've just been dating for 2 years, and they have turned into an asshole. The only thing I would say is if they're an asshole, dump them.
Right.
If they keep acting like an asshole, if you point it out and they don't do anything, they don't do anything about it, they don't respect you, dump them. It's not going to get any better, probably. And if it does, great. If it doesn't, great. But I'm not one to. Well, I mean, I was in a 22-year relationship. I've been with my wife since 2002, and now I'm on meds that make me not terrified all the time. Like I have CPTSD, and the meds that I take have relieved what's called hypervigilance, where I'm just sort of in a constant state of fear, waiting to be attacked. And now I'm not like that, and now I don't find it necessary to fight all the time, and as a result, I can make decisions with a clearer head, and I just don't have any desire to stay married to my wife anymore because, I mean, I just never really had that much of a desire for her. I just had really low self-esteem and, like, and just the thought that that's a person that would stay with me, and I didn't need to do it. But then, the cost of that is, like, I was raised in a narcissistic household, and so I was taught to just sort of accept gaslighting. And since I've been treated for ADHD and PTSD, the ADHD meds made it possible for me to catch on to the gaslighting, to slow the conversations down enough and to be long enough to realize that, there were real logical inconsistencies in the way that I was dealing with her or other people, or just her, really. And come to think of it, like my parent,
Hey, what's going on, honey? Welcome in.
yeah, just I'm not my parent. doing any of
Hey,
that
what's
shit
going on,
anymore.
honey? Welcome
I don't
in.
talk to my dad. I don't talk to my
Thanks
brother.
yeah,
'cause
just
I'm not. Frankly, they don't live in reality.
Welcome in.
Like my dad, you can tell him exactly why. Like my wife stopped talking. They don't live in my wife's. Like my dad, American, tell him exactly why. And he would say racist shit to her. Don't live in my wife's. And then he would be confused as to why she didn't want to talk to him. And he would say racist shit to her. And so finally, I'm just like, tell him like every reason that she's told me that she doesn't want to talk to him. And so finally, I'm always tell him like every reason that she's told. And then at the end of the conversation, it's always was, oh, your mother must be turning her into the conversation. And this is the same line that I'd heard since I was a child when you were talking about how other people turned my mother against child. And it didn't have anything to do with him cheating on her constantly or him just generally acting like a big asshole with him cheating on her constantly, right? So, you know, it's that kind of thing. It's that kind of, so, you know, it's your fault that I'm all fucked up. Right? That's the kind of thing that I can't deal with anymore is people blaming me or complaining constantly about problems and doing nothing to fix those problems, or just complaining to me until I fix nothing to fix those problems. And or just complaining to me if somebody's not willing to work with me, like in a relationship, somebody's not willing to work with me, like working towards the same thing, I'm just not interested in being around you. And that goes for romantic relationships or friendships around you. And that frankly, like, it doesn't take a lot to help me, frankly, like, you know, or to amuse me. Usually it's just being polite and sharing things instead of being selfish asshole and being polite, you know, demanding on your fucking way or throwing a fit if you don't get your way, which I do all the time. But so maybe I'm pretty hypocritical. I can't. I do all the time. Grind your teeth listening. So maybe I'm pretty hypocritical. I can't. But also,
I'm not.
I don't
I'm
want
not
to
at all.
waste
I'm
my
good. I'm
time.
just checking out one of the other
But also,
platforms while you're kind of going through that. So
yeah,
I'm
I
good.
just don't. I don't want to waste my time
Platforms while you're
having
kind of going through
relationships
that.
with
So
people
I'm good.
that I don't want to waste my. I don't want to have relationships with people, right? I don't want to go out with girls that I don't want to go out with, and right, I don't want to go out with girls. I don't want to do things that aren't fun or interesting at least. I don't want to, and that aren't fun. Or interesting. Not going to. Like I'm just gonna not live my life that way. I'm just not going to. Like I'm just gonna not if my life that way. I'm just I don't know. I just got sick of taking care of everyone else, and I don't know. I just try and take care of myself exclusively. Taking care of everyone else. I don't know. And let other people take care of themselves. Because I just don't have the energy anymore. I'm, you know, I'm burnt out. I just don't have the energy anymore. I'm not even sure I'm capable of all the same stuff that I was in the past. I'm not even sure I'm capable of. But then again, at the same time, because I have the, I'm not even sure I'm capable. Because the Lexapro has arrested the hypervigilance, I also feel like I can't take it, right? Hypervigilance. Apart from I feel like I can't sleep.
Well, you've managed to figure that one out. Seems like.
Yeah.
Well, you've managed to figure that one out.
So I don't know if that helps or relates at all to
Well, you've managed
your
to figure that one
situation.
out.
So I don't know if that helps. If you're being abused and you're not safe, you need to probably get out of it. If you're being abused and you're not safe, you need to get out of it. Apart from the other stuff, it's I don't know. Like if you are not happy in your relationship, and you've talked to the person about it and they're not willing to change or to compromise, and they're not, may need to go because that's not helping, but they're not, may need to go. You know, maybe they're okay too. Maybe they're just having a bad time, and I don't know. They're okay. It doesn't sound like it, but then again, I only have like I don't know, a couple of sentences to go by that were texted to me, and like no connotation or anything that were texted to me. I can only talk about me. Harry, do you have an opinion about this subject? I can only talk about me.
Sorry, I was.
Harry, do you have an opinion about this? I'll take that as a no. I can only talk about me.
Sorry, I was.
Harry, do you have an
No.
opinion about this? I'll take that as a no. I can only talk about me.
I was getting a little bit lost in the Twitch side of things.
No,
I
not
was
you
getting
getting
a little
lost
bit lost
elsewhere.
in the Twitch side of things.
You're gonna have to
I
show
was
me how to
getting
use
a little
Twitch.
bit lost in the Twitch. I'm gonna have to learn how to use
Let's
Twitch first.
restart. You're gonna have to show me how to use Twitch. And you talking.
I'm gonna have to learn how to use
Let's
Twitch first.
restart. You're gonna have to show me how to use
Okay,
Twitch.
why don't we take?
Talking.
Why don't we? I'm gonna take this down and I'm gonna restart it. Okay, why don't we take? Why don't we? I'm gonna take this down and I'm gonna restart it. Okay, why don't we take? Why don't we? I'm gonna take this down and I'm gonna restart it. Okay, why don't we take? Why don't we? I'm gonna take this down and I'm gonna restart it. Okay, why don't we take? Why don't we? I'm gonna take this down and I'm gonna restart it. Okay, why don't we take? Why don't we? I'm gonna take this down and I'm gonna restart it. Okay, why don't we take? Why don't we? I'm gonna take this down and I'm gonna restart it. Okay, why don't we take? Why don't we? I'm gonna take this down and I'm gonna restart it. Okay, why don't we take? Why don't we? I'm gonna take this down and I'm gonna restart it. Okay, why don't we take? Why don't we? right, good morning, guys. We are back. Thank you for your patience. Need a little break, and I'm starving now that I'm like feeling a little bit better. I cannot get enough food, so hopefully it will not bug you guys too much if I eat some Cheerios while I'm sitting here talking with you. I'm hungry, so I got myself a little bowl of Cheerios. Actually, a big bowl of Cheerios. Oh, thank you for all the likes, James. I appreciate you. 186 of them so far. And while we were coming back up, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm just gonna pop into Trovo and say hello. All right, y'all. Looks like we are we back? Thank you, thank you. See if I can manage to keep pushing the right buttons because, yeah. Okay, here we are. All right, welcome in, Daryl. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I bought Cheerios. I guess so. Maybe I didn't like Cheerios. Maybe they're dirty little Cheerios. Who knows? But man, I just got so hungry all of a sudden. I had nothing but eat all day yesterday too. Normally, I just don't ever eat much anymore because of all the meds I'm on. I just don't get hungry, but probably because I've just like lost a ton of weight lately from being so sick all the time. My body is now that I feel good. It's probably just like what? Like, why are we bordering on like anorexia here? They were, wait, what? That's
How's it going?
pretty good.
Yeah.
Just got like super hungry all of a sudden.
What?
I said I was just super hungry all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Meals while I'm on camera, but like I need to because I'm starving.
That's a big meal.
For me, it is, yeah.
All right.
Remember, I only have
You
a
just ate an
tiny
ice
stomach.
cream bar.
Huh?
You just ate an ice cream bar.
Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah, I probably won't be able to eat all of this, but I'm gonna
Yeah.
try.
All right. I'm not gonna argue.
Mhm.
You can totes eat all that, I bet. Or, later.
Yeah, I'm probably not gonna be able to, but I'm gonna give it a good try.
Yeah.
Commodore Cuspidor. What?
What?
Interesting name.
Oh, there's Brian. There's John Dentado.
And there they are.
Yep. Cool. Not gonna bother.
Captain Kangaroo, I thought you were dead.
Nah. He's not dead on TV. Live forever in 3D modeling software. Playing solitaire till dawn with the deck all day and watching Captain Kangaroo.
So I think what I need to start doing is like paying a little bit of attention to like current events and or entertainment type stuff or something like that so that we have little bits of topics to talk about in times like while we're waiting for things to talk about.
Oh. Oh, man. Oh. Ow.
Maybe that's what I should do. Like
What?
when we have a little downtime, I'll just go like look at like the news, see what's going on.
Oh, man. The news doesn't sound fun.
I can be.
Yeah.
You know, like sometimes it'll be a story like, like when you're listening to the radio and they'll be like, oh my God, did you hear that story about this dude down in Texas that like whatever, you know, that kind of thing.
No, what about him? What'd he do?
Right?
What'd he do?
I don't know.
Then why'd you bring it up?
You know what I'm saying?
Well, I did, but then you confused me because you started telling an interesting story about a dude in Texas. Stop telling it abruptly. You piqued my interest and then let me down. I don't know.
Right.
Like that.
Let's do that. I like that idea.
What, argue about needless things?
Well, apparently, like the AP website, like Associated Press website, has a page called Oddities, like weird news stories.
Is there anyone on Trovo right now?
There are several people there, but they're not really talking yet. Oh. Actually, it looks like a couple of them.
I'm going to go over there and see if I can get on.
Yeah.
Hold on. I'll be right back. I'm going to go over there.
So you don't want to talk about weird news stories? Okay. All right. Well.
I can see you are really enjoying yourself.
What?
You're really enjoying yourself.
No. I mean, I'm just eating some food, hanging out with y'all. What are you up to?
Just getting up, trying to relax a bit.
All right.
Today, hope you're using your medication.
Good. Yeah, I feel a lot better.
That's good.
Yeah. Yeah, it's nice to have some energy again.
That's very good.
All right. So, you're at work? You're at home?
No, I'm at work. I'm at home. No, I work all night. I work all night. So I just have to come home this morning and just rest back. Tonight, till evening, I'll go and evening.
Do they like it when you're talking to me while you're supposed to be working?
No, I'm not supposed to be working. This is my free time. No, people don't go to club during the day. They will go in the evening.
Got it. Okay. Hey, Festus, how are you? Welcome in. Well, I think
What about your pet?
so. I was talking to Art, and we had decided that we are going to change things up a little bit so that we're only going to have people up when we have a topic to talk about. So, like, if there's like a story you want to talk about or like a particular thing, but not like, because we've been kind of like hanging out, but like the guys, like, the feedback we've been getting is that people are bored of us just like sitting here talking about nothing.
Oh, that's nice.
They don't like it. So like if we have a specific thing, like when we've talked to you guys about like your backstory or like getting to know you and stuff like that, and then we'll check in with you periodically about what's going on with you. Um, so I'm still working on kind of learning about the process of getting you guys over here, and I know that I'm still waiting to hear back from the person who is going to check on getting the army information for you. Hang on. My
Okay.
earring fell out.
That's okay. That's cool.
Sorry, my earring fell off. Uh,
Oh,
so when I get the army guy information for you, I'll let you know. And you're welcome to stay down in the comments. I'm just gonna put you down in the comments for now, if that's okay. Unless you got something else you want to talk about at the moment.
I don't have something like nothing special to talk about right now. I'm just here trying to get myself fixed up. So I
Okay.
don't.
Okay. So nothing specific. So
Yes.
yeah. Okay, that's all right. Well, let me know then. Okay.
Okay.
All right. What is that, Carolina? Was that about something? Once you're settled in Missouri, maybe you're passing Arizona. I'm telling him, I don't understand what you're saying. Good that you got enrolled in school. When are you starting? I guess in the fall, huh? Like in August. I think you should stay out here. I don't think you should go back to Arizona. I know you said you wanted to yesterday, but in my opinion, I don't think that's a good idea. I think you should stay away from there. Yeah. So, I'm doing good. I'm eating Honey Nut Cheerios. Normally I do that shit, like meals like that off camera, but I got super hungry and I didn't have time. So I got too much though, so I'm trying to decide how much I can actually eat. I think I've about maxed out my stomach capacity, but I'm gonna try a little bit harder, get a little bit more in because it tastes really good. Let's see what the guys over on Trovo are up to. That's for Machiavelli, right? Mm. There's 6 people over there. Uh, are there's more people over there than there is here. They just aren't all talking at the same time. Really kind of like here, like they're hanging out. They're just not all talking. Well, I mean, it's kind of like here, you know. It's like I can see that there's a bunch of people here, but nobody's talking besides you and I. Yeah. Oh, but we do have some new folks that are joining the channel. So we have Mohammed. Let's just join the channel. Sorry, y'all, I'm a little squirmy today. I don't know why. Let me just go through the comments. Oh, we got all the kitty cats in here. What are you guys doing, huh? Hey, baby girl. You want to come on? Come on. Well, there is, but not like right this second. Oh, well, okay, I guess so. Oh, yeah. Yeah, sorry, Caroline. It's not coming. If you're saying stuff, I don't know why it's not coming through. It's so frustrating on TikTok that way, like because you don't know if your stuff's coming through or not. Hey, welcome back. Hello?
I was listening. I'm sorry, I got used to typing and then I started still doing that.
Yeah, I don't know. So right now there are 7 people over on
You're driving,
Trovo.
Carolina? You shouldn't be texting if you're driving.
Silly goose, don't do that. Yeah, so now we've got several people over there. Jean said she can't believe I finally caught the live stream. Been following forever. So I like that it's getting more consistent. It's getting better. Carolina, we should talk about how when we're doing things that are illegal, maybe we don't put that on the internet.
Yeah, you shouldn't put things that you do illegal on the internet.
What do you think?
Why did
Just
my
a
video
thought.
disappear? Did I shut my video off? I don't remember doing that. Did you shut my video off? Because you're like, man, that guy's ugly.
No, I didn't, but maybe I should have.
Well, wow, look at you, Carolina. That's not true. True. Yeah, don't do crime and don't talk about crime. You did turn my camera off. You don't think I'm attractive. It's because I
Who
don't.
turned your camera off? I
It
did.
said moderate. Oh, maybe it was Carolina messing with me.
Like, I didn't do shit, so fuck you,
He doesn't want to.
buddy. Throwing around these wild accusations.
Hey, please say you're saying something to me. Please, can you say to me, let me hear you? Can you hear me? I think so. Unless Carolina is turning off my microphone as well. She certainly could.
Something about that just sounded weird to me, like in a like talk dirty to me kind of a way. It read out weird. Maybe that's just me. No. Elijah? Too much shit on my desk. I'm clearing it out. Sorry, guys.
You're clearing it out.
Yeah.
I thought about it.
Stuff piles up on my so fast that like I am constantly cleaning stuff off of my desk.
Hey, everyone, let's tappity tap.
Yeah, we're almost to 2,000. Every time we roll over 1,000, we get a little bitty push.
If we're able to get 50,000 taps, that's really good.
50,000 would be insane.
You'd be surprised. Where's your school at, Carolina? What school do you start on the 22nd? Is it high school?
I own the comments on Trovo. Like, I really need to understand how the like format of the comments works, because the comment from Caden says the streamer's talent and skills are mind blowing. They own the stage.
Said Jesus. Yeah.
Careful, because I might get a big head.
Yeah. I mean, I thought that was the whole point of this, was so that you would get complimented about how awesome you are at stuff.
Really?
Junior year, I dropped out in my junior year, and then I went back because I had enough credits to pass, and then I dropped out again in my senior year. I dropped out twice.
Yeah. I dropped out my senior year and went to cosmetology school.
I mean, I really wanted to drop out and join the Navy, but I was too fat, and it was before they really hurting for people. Back when they had smaller wars around the world, not big ones, but it was right before Desert Storm and the elitist series of, wars.
Well, I would never have done that, but my mom was like, said that basically if I was gonna drop out of school, that I needed to like do something or get out. So it was like, okay, well, let me do this thing instead.
Yeah.
It worked out okay. I mean, it was a skill that I had that I made a shit ton more money than any of my friends did for a very long time.
Yeah.
Because I had that skill that everybody else I knew that was working at McDonald's, and I was able to pull in a pretty good income for my age.
I didn't start making any more money than like minimum wage until I started delivering pizza. Because delivering pizza, you would make minimum wage, and you would make tip money and maybe delivery money if you have your own. And so, like, when I worked at the campus Domino's at UIUC, I made like, I probably averaged like $100 a day in my pocket plus like a full-time paycheck at minimum wage. So I had enough to pay my bills out of the paycheck, and then I just blew the rest on crap. So I didn't have any real. I would have kept doing that too if I hadn't gotten sick. If I hadn't started getting uh, sciatic nerve pain, it would just shoot all the way down my leg, and you couldn't really climb 3 flights of stairs, which was the norm because everyone lives in little 3-story apartment buildings on that campus, or very few people didn't at the time, except for dorms where they would have to come downstairs. But,
You didn't get bored doing that? You didn't get bored doing that?
No, I was competing for money. It was a game. It was a game that lasted every day, and
How was it a game?
because at the end of the day, if you made the most money and you got the other drivers to take the runs to the bad houses, the people that didn't tip, then you win because you make the most money, right? Or you make the most money. That's how you win. The more money you make, the better. You know what I mean? It's a game because you're competing against other people for limited resources. So, and it's kind of a sum-zero game because the point of the game is to screw the other people so that they take the shitty runs and you right?
So you had control over which ones that you took.
To a certain extent, unless you were just working with morons or assholes. Basically, how it would shake out is you would take the first delivery and whatever else ran with it, but by taking or not taking a second delivery or a third delivery, you could affect what other people would take. So, like if I had like a really short delivery, or I knew that if I came back right away, I would take like a big delivery for the ghetto or something, I would go and get gas right then. Or I would just drive real slow on the way back. People did that to me when I first started. Like, I even remember passing a guy, and then, like, when I first started, and then feeling, like, let down because I got back to the store and I got a run, and if I'd followed him, he would have gotten it, and it wasn't, like, a good one. So, it was like a rich guy that always called back and complained. So... Oh, Carolina, that was all I was curious about. Not what school you were going to. I just meant like what year you were in and stuff. So
She's right with the information.
she might not even be here still.
Probably not.
Yeah.
Man, why am I so fucking tired still? I got like a bunch of sleep.
Because you don't drink coffee, or did you take your ADHD meds? Do those keep you awake? Because the reason that I slept so long the other day is because I took an ADHD med break. I didn't take my Adderall that day. Hello, Chef 520. You could explain that if you want. We'll let you.
I think I did. I think I took everything I need. Let me go check and make sure I took everything I'm supposed to. I'll be right back.
All right. I'm gonna tell the people to leave because we're being boring and we deserve. Yeah, don't stay on the channel. Just leave. We're being boring. Carrie went away instead of catering to your needs. I'm going to try to turn my camera on again because I don't think that Caroline is here to turn it off. She doesn't want to see me. She'll come back later and turn it off. It'll be fine if she's not still here. Are you that lady Giovanna that sings? No, I am not her. Neither is Carrie. But I know who you're talking about, and I have not seen her on for a while. I think she's been not feeling well.
Why are you going to tell people to leave?
Oh, I was joking. Like it doesn't matter what you tell them. They're just going to be like, then why did you ask? No, they don't really look alike. Carrie has much shorter hair, like doesn't have it all pulled back, and doesn't do karaoke. So I don't
And
think
not
they look alike.
named Giovanna also.
Yeah, no, and her face looks different. No, they're I don't think they even look alike, dude. The only thing that they look alike is they both have brown hair, and that's kind
So
of
there's this episode of Roseanne where like I don't know, whatever. Jackie is telling Roseanne like how she can tell the difference between her and Roseanne, and she's like, "Here's how you tell the difference: you, me, you,
wait.
me."
Which one's
Well,
Jackie?
the sister,
The tall one.
the skinny sister.
I guess Carolina's back because my video just went off.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm surprised she doesn't just kick me. Hey, Jeremy. I think if it's the Jeremy that I'm thinking of. He's one of my favorite people. Um, and if it is, I don't think so because I think he has different stats. I can just look and then we could see. No, because that's making it a note. It's not
see,
looking at.
welcome in.
Um,
I really do think we
how
should
long
do some
this
weird.
lasts?
We should do some weird news conversation.
Huh?
I said I really do think we should do some like weird news conversation.
What weird news do you want to talk about?
I don't know. Let me find one.
Huh?
I don't know. Let me find one.
Oh, did Zick join? Zick's
Week,
Zick's cool.
week.
I've been pronouncing it Zick, and he hasn't corrected me. He's been on other lives with me, but
Well, then he's just nice.
he we were on the woodworking thing the other day. Hey Zick, how's it going? Do you pronounce it Zick or Zeke? Because we started arguing about it. Go ahead and pop it in the chat and let us know. What do you want to talk about now, Carrie? What's in the news?
Well, I could tell you about. Were you in the conversation the other day when Nikki was telling me about how tonsils can grow back?
No, I think I've heard that, but it's weird. Like if they don't get them out all the way, they can regenerate.
Yes, that's fucking weird.
Has that happened to you or them?
No, but we were talking about how I've been sick for so long because all that's going on with my tonsils, and she was telling me about how she
Zick,
had a
you
friend.
got anything you want to talk about with us today? You have any issues or anything? We are. I don't know what we're doing.
We're talking about something interesting.
What is it though? What's the interesting
Tonsils
thing?
that can grow
Oh,
back.
the tonsils growing back.
Yeah, so she was telling me, she was like, yeah, I had a friend that had her tonsils out, but they didn't get them all the way out, so they grew back. And I was like,
That's fucked up.
so I
cut
Googled
off
it and
my
I'm like,
hair a
oh,
lot and it grows back all the
yeah,
time.
but tonsils are
Only
a body part.
only it's growing back different now because it's not brown anymore. Now it's gray. Now I'm old. I just got
Yeah.
a theory.
But you know, that's different because hair is supposed to grow back, but tonsils are a body part that they remove that's not supposed to come back.
I
So
mean,
when that
I
comes
doubt
back,
that because if it wasn't supposed to, it wouldn't.
yeah, no, it's not supposed to. And I looked it up and it really isn't
Hey,
supposed to, but if they
changes
don't get it
hiding.
all, it does sometimes come back. So that was weird.
Somebody is saying hi to you in the chat.
Handy, hey, what's up, buddy? How you doing?
Can your arm grow back? It depends, right? So it depends on how much lizard DNA you have because
Right, so no.
various amphibians and stuff. However,
Or which
no,
TV show
listen.
you're on.
No, listen. This is where it gets crazy. If in the future, because the genes that can regenerate limbs are inside of you, probably because like most of the DNA that you have is old. You might be. I don't know. I don't know you that well. Carrie seen you in person. Did she smell like a lizard?
No.
No. I mean, we just kind of doubt that you're a lizard. So if Carrie really thought you were a lizard, She might tell me. I don't know. She might not too. But the point is, like, the. All right. So thanks for your input. We're gonna stop talking to you now and say goodbye.
What happened?
I don't know. Just somebody started right out the gate with "That's a nice looking pussy," and I just didn't want to fucking fuck with them. Oh, I don't know. Like lizards do have a smell. I used to have a snake in a cage, and it just smells like a different kind of thing. Like they probably have well, but like I saw him. You probably were faster on it than I was, but I just did it anyway because I saw it and I'm like, ugh, that's dumb. That's not that's not helpful. You know, if you're gonna like I don't know, like, does that ever work? Like going into a fucking chat room and talking about and just saying, I like your pussy. I mean, when has that ever worked? Do you really think in any way that that would ever work? Like,
Well, it
is
worked
that a great
exactly as
pickup line?
it worked exactly as intended because it pissed you off. That's what they were trying to do.
Well, I mean, I don't think it pissed me off. It was just like annoying. Like, it's just instant block. And like, what's the point? Like, is your time really that empty?
They just think it's fun to go into people's lives and disrupt them to be irritating. Okay, so here's a news story about this guy who broke a Guinness World Record by, I don't
Yes.
know what the record would be exactly, but
Yeah.
by attaching hooks to his eye sockets and pulling a Cadillac Cavalier with it.
That's gross.
Uh-huh.
I,
But
I,
what record would
I,
that be?
uh, most stupid person,
Yeah, like heaviest
like,
weight lifted with your eye socket.
like moron
Yep.
that just wants to be famous real bad. Like,
Right. Heaviest weight pulled with eye sockets is what it says.
what? Like, no. I don't
But
even
that
want to
means
know
that, but
about
you know what
that.
that means is some other stupid motherfucker is gonna come
I
behind him
know, right? Like,
and do it with
some
two
more goddamn
Cadillacs.
eye socket pulling. I can't even imagine. I don't even want to know about it. I just, like, I don't even want to picture that. Like, how the fuck? No, I don't want to know how they attached a fucking car to his eye sockets. That's fuck that. I hope that he just like dies and no one else does that because you know
He did it while swallowing a sword.
I super don't care about that. Well, that's not that big of a deal either because swallowing a sword is like just control of the position of your throat, not getting cut.
Yeah. Yeah, that part's just like whatever.
Here, let me explain what I did. I swallowed the Empire State Building in one swallow, and then I drank a glass of water. Like, you shouldn't even mention a glass of water. Like, who gives a shit? If you're pulling stuff with your eye sockets, the sword swallowing stops being interesting at all. Not
Right.
That's only interesting in like the most morbid of ways. Like if you see a goddamn okay, you have a good day, Carolina. Like if you
Oh,
see a
okay.
goddamn like car crash and you just can't look away. That's the kind of thing we're dealing with here. Like like when I was a kid, before Harry Anderson was on Night Court, he would do these bits on Saturday Night Live, and he would do what were called geek tricks. Do you know what I'm talking about? Do you remember this?
No. No.
He would stick like a pin through his arm, and he would like do all kinds of shit that seemed gross, but he knew how to do. And
Right.
yeah,
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
it's the magic stuff. Oh fuck. Uh, mm.
Oh,
Water.
well,
What?
thanks for that.
Who?
Thank you
Thank me for what?
for belching into the phone.
Oh, you're welcome. I can do it again if you'd like. I can belch on command if you want. Is that what's fun for you, Carrie? Commanding people to belch. Belch.
An Oregon primary tie was resolved by a coin flip. Winner was deemed ineligible.
That's awesome. That's funny.
The 8th House
Wait.
District.
Is there any news about Maine primaries? Because I don't know if they're trying to apply that ranked choice voting stuff to their primaries.
Well, let me look that up next, but let me read this one because this is funny. So, a primary election in Oregon was resolved with a coin flip under state law, but the winner of the flip was ineligible to run. The 8th House District in Eugene, which skews heavily Democratic, had no Republicans on the primary ballot last week. The race came down to write-in votes. The two top candidates among the 103 write-in names were Democratic nominee Lisa Fregala and her former rival for the nomination, Democrat Joel Canning. Each of them received 7 votes. State law requires the tie to be broken by lot, which in the past has meant a roll of the dice or a coin flip. State law says it's a roll of the dice or a coin flip. That's the law.
Here's the other thing that I would look up.
Hold on, let me finish. Wait. Let me finish the story. Huh?
I would actually look up now if that state has laws prohibiting gambling.
So the state's deputy elections director was placed in charge of the coin flip, and a Secretary of State's office employee serving as the proxy called heads. The flip came up tails, giving the nomination to Canning. There was one further hiccup, however, as the state's sore loser law bars Canning from accepting the nomination since she already lost the Democratic primary.
That's stupid. That's so stupid. All of that. Just fucking dumb.
Right.
Just stupid.
Fregala will now be the only candidate on the ballot in November unless Republicans call a precinct convention to choose a candidate.
Hello?
Yeah, can you hear me?
My fucking phone locked up. I gotta close and come back. I'll be back in a second.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, here I am.
There was this lady that was trying to troll me super hard the other day that just passed through here. I was hoping she would stop, but I think she moved on.
Kathy?
It was called, her name is Domestic Goddess Cleaning.
Oh. I'm down with meeting her. I could use a lady like that if it's true. Could just be that she's fun. It's just to make her more attractive, and really she's messy. But I'm messy as fuck. I just cannot fathom cleaning stuff. It just doesn't make sense to me. It just I decide I'm gonna do it, and then I like procrastinate by doing literally anything else.
Yeah, I hate cleaning.
Yeah, but I have found something that helps a lot called body dumpling.
Yeah, I know.
You've heard of that?
I've heard of it because you tell me about it
Oh, I'm sorry.
because I've helped you clean half of your house with it.
You have helped me clean quite a bit, but yeah, more so. I don't know when I was on the other day doing woodworking. It was good. Did tire me out. I need to really clean the basement a lot though. And, I keep saying I'm gonna do stuff and I don't. So it's stupid.
Yeah. Hey, Baku, I feel like that's not your name though. You told me what your name is.
Baku Deku Slime. Baku Deku Slime. Will.
Yep, that's it.
Then.
Ah, I have it. See? I just hadn't quite got there yet. It's here.
You need some tabs. You need a collection of tabs so that you can find things in your notebook better.
No, I don't.
You got anything
welcome
interesting
back.
to tell us about, Will?
Nope, we didn't get very far in conversation. That was it. It was just what his name was. That's all. Welcome back, Will. What's going on? What are you up to today?
He's Russian.
Yeah.
Cool.
Well, so this lady thought it was funny that she got the nomination on this vote. She said that she thinks that if a Republican actually ran, they would have got more than the 7 votes and would have beat her. Okay, I'm not that story.
Skullgirl.
Chandra, hey girl. That's Skullgirl.
Dwayne Bradley. Do you live in Russia currently? Baku or Will? What the hell are you doing to your knee? You got a scab there that you're picking off?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I do. I don't like scabs.
Yeah.
They bug me.
Well, who does?
I think normal people.
Usually. Huh? People like scabs.
I think normal people just leave them alone.
I've been told.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's true. Hazel, what are you doing? What are you doing? Are you moving around? You're so good. You're such a good girl, Hazel Bob. You're such a good dog. Yes, you are. She's the best dog. Is your knee clear now, or is it bleeding?
No,
Oh, it's the other knee.
It's the other knee.
Yeah.
I put the good one up.
You substituted the knee when I was looking, and
Yeah.
so Ilya
That's a good one.
and Lillian Randy Lovato. Isn't that like a singer? Green-eyed Tatum. Yeah. I lived in Russia when I was a year old, then I moved to the USA. Oh, okay. So you're of Russian descent and you live in the United States. Do you live in a Russian neighborhood? Do you have a lot of Russian culture, or you feel that you're pretty much just American? Yeah. Do you want to talk about that? Like your experience being a first generation Russian immigrant? That might be fun. Or what it's like to grow up here with parents that speak Russian natively. I don't know. Like, any of that stuff might be interesting. So you'd be welcome to come talk about it. Because we like to talk about stuff, and ideally stuff that's interesting as opposed to boring.
Ideally stuff that's interesting. We don't like to talk about boring shit. So don't be bringing your boring shit up.
That sounds kind of interesting. So if you feel like chatting about that, let us know. because we probably would be welcome to.
Feels like attending. These guys crack me up. So they're like, they on Trovo, they're like, the streamer's voice is so soothing. Could listen to it all day long. Watching this live stream feels like attending a virtual concert.
I don't understand what that means. Sister
It
Josie.
means that they like listening to my voice because it's soothing.
Is it? I mean, I
Yeah.
don't think it's jarring. I don't know that. Well, you know what? That's in the eye of the beholder kind of a thing. So, you know,
You don't find my voice soothing?
um, not particularly, not jarring, but not soothing.
Alright.
More lively than soothing. I find it more energetic than soothing, to be honest.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not dissing your voice. You know, like soothing is a particular thing, and I don't feel soothed. But then again, you and I argue a lot, so
That's
probably more.
they've never been like bitched out by me.
Well,
Or
yeah,
like
I'm not sure I have.
that's
Well, I
true.
bitched you out, but the other
That's
way around.
yeah, oh yeah.
I'm a
I
lot
don't
more
think I've
bitchy than you.
you what?
I'm more bitchy than you.
Yeah, you are. For
By
sure.
far. By far. And that's fine. I own that.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. I definitely am the more patient one in this scenario.
Well, sometimes. I don't know. I think I'm more patient interviewing people, and you're more patient in general.
What do you mean you're more patient interviewing people?
Oh, I just kind of get into a mode, and then like practice takes over because I've spent years interviewing people. Like a big part of my job is drawing the information out that people don't understand that is what they need, or the job I used to have, because as a librarian, people will come in and say, I need X, and what they really need is Y, but you need to help them through the logical steps between X until they can get to Y, because people often have a preconceived notion about what they need, and really to solve their problem, it often is something else entirely, or they just don't know enough about any of the information to know what they need. So in many instances, you have to guide them to it, and then you run into other problems like the inability to communicate at all, like, or people that, you know, don't want to actually read the thing that you give them. And yeah, so
Like they want you to give them the information from it.
yeah. And I mean, I'm the same way, but I don't need to worry about it that much. So yeah.
They're asking about Discord. So I need to figure that.
Discord.
Yeah.
What about Discord?
Well, like
About
adding them
our
to Discord. Yeah.
Oh, like adding a Discord chat so that we can chat with everyone offline.
Yeah.
Or we could substitute we could just refer people to the Discord chat for talking to us offline. I don't know.
Well, I think that's what they're saying. Like, so yeah, that's the thing I need to work out. Because I mean, I have Discord. I just need to, it's one of the many things.
It's Twitch. You're on Twitch too, right? Do you know how to use Twitch?
Let me see if that's the other thing I was just looking at.
Oh, and you know what? Actually, you've promised several times that you would walk me through the TikTok shop, setting it up. And
yes.
I need to do that still. I'm not going to do it on live, but
no.
if you want to do that later today, I might
Yes.
hit you up for that.
So yes, I'm on Twitch live currently right
Yeah.
now.
No, there's like
Um,
what I've heard is there's a lot of lives where they're talking about science, where it's like Q&A with science experts. Because I saw one that was doing it on TikTok, and she does it like a lot more often on Twitch. Is it no? Is it Twitch? I think it's Twitch. Stitch is something else. Is there even a thing called Stitch? I don't even know
uh,
what things are anymore. Just
the only thing I know of that
well,
Stitch
you
is a
said Twitch.
function within
Yeah.
TikTok. So
All right. So let's hear another news story that we can ridicule or
let's do that, and then I don't think I want to try to stretch this out till 10 today, just because I'm really
oh
tired.
hell no. We're
Yeah.
done. This is not. This has been mostly you and me talking, which is fine, but
Yeah.
uh,
Mondays are hard.
hmm?
Mondays are hard. I feel like Mondays on doing this are just really slow going.
Yeah.
I don't know that I even want to, honestly, I don't know that I even want to try to do another news story. Like, I'm just like
You don't know
really
that you
tired.
want to what?
Try to do another weird news story. I think
That's
I'm
fine,
just kind
dude.
of done. I'm really
It's,
tired.
it's,
So
it's
for those of you guys on Trovo, I know you're asking me about the Discord. Me and are gonna get off of here and talk about that as one of the things. But I do have a Discord server set up, so I see you there, Smart and Caden and the rest of you guys. So I'll put the information over here as I have it. But you can find me on Discord. I'm everywhere, like on every social, everywhere I am. I'm either as Carrie Can't Play all together or with underscores underneath it. So it's consistent everywhere that you'll find
sucks so much.
me, including on Discord.
Yeah.
So um so all right, I'm gonna bring this thing down for now, and I